What's good, everyone? Welcome back to a long-awaited return of Saff in the City. This is the podcast where we talk about deep and interesting questions. We get down to life. And joining me today, I have from the Windy City, from New York, Ariel Conrose.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
She,
Pleasure to be on, by the way.
Could we get up from when I'm back in Chicago?
I feel it.
Hey, yo.
Another version of me. I wasn't it.
Yo, if you hear those vocals, you know he's really from Chicago. Like, that cannot be made up.
I'm a man of many talents. Book me.
Let's
You
go.
already have my number.
Yo, this is Ariel Conrose from Chicago. Ariel, what is your go-to?
Chirac.
Yo, what's your go-to fun fact? Like when you're at like an intro, like what's your go-to?
Go-to fun fact. I would say I am self-diagnosed with ADHD. So no doctor ever told me I had ADHD, but I told myself, and I've had it since then. Probably about I was 11, I want to say, when I decided.
So I'm also self-diagnosed around like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you're new.
Yeah.
Are you on Adderall?
I am not on Adderall.
Okay, neither am I.
I'm not trying to mess with the meds.
Yeah.
I just feel like self-diagnosed ADHD means like we focus when we want to focus.
Yeah, it's kind of selective choosing, I'd say.
Yeah. But like if it's interesting, we're all in. Like we're down to listen if it's interesting.
1000%. I mean, you guys came to the right place. We're about to hop in.
Saff in the City, let's go. And just to get to know you a little bit better before we get into things, what is the most recent picture on your camera roll?
Whoa. That's a crazy thing to say.
We can check it out, of course. Of course. Click one more time. Yeah.
Okay, I think
we're not about to make you memorize your
no
whole
clue.
camera roll out here.
I'm actually pretty scared right now. Oh, it's a graphic that I made for the team.
Dan, Rel works for the Herzliya basketball team.
Yeah, our boy Alone. Shout out Alone. His birthday tomorrow.
Fun fact, a few weeks ago, I was the mascot at their game versus Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Yes, sir.
It was a good game. Terrible experience being a mascot. The head was heavy. But I saw Rel out there. He was doing his thing. He was recording, getting some nice clips.
But you guys should take away from he's a humble guy, so he didn't say any of this. But Saff,
humble. I thought you said homo.
Saff, no.
Humble.
I mean, depends on the day, but
yeah.
I'm playing. But Saff is a humble guy, meaning Saff, I asked probably 4 or 5 people for this job. Some people might say, oh, I don't want to be a mascot. It's a mascot, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Saff sees new opportunities, and he just attacks them. I wouldn't even say he takes them on. He just indulges himself with them. Like, So shout out to Saff, being open-minded.
Being Saff, I appreciate the shout out.
Saff in the city, man.
Yes, sir. When he asked me to be the mascot, like first answer was no, but then I thought about it, like, I get to watch the game. It could be a fun time. It was not a fun time.
It was a crazy game, though.
It was a crazy game. At the end of the game, we're shooting foul shots to tie it, and I'm like, please miss. And that was for our team. I just wanted to get out of there. But it was still a good experience. I was down for that new experience, and that's what life's about. New experiences, breaking our comfort zones. So now the comfort zone starts up there next time.
Oh, man. Damn. That was beautiful.
Yes, sir. And we're just getting started, bro.
I'm not supposed to cuss, right?
No, all right. Yeah.
My fault.
Keep it light, but like if it's natural, it's natural.
Sorry.
Saff in the City is about keeping it real.
We shall do that.
Guys, like a bunch of months ago, when I was writing ideas for this podcast, I came up with this question, and I have not looked at it. As you guys know, it's been a long time waiting for this episode, and I'm bringing it here today. I'm very proud of this question, and I'm happy to talk about it with you.
Talk to me.
Would you rather your teeth
Wait, hold on.
I'm not done.
Crazy start. All right, go on.
Would you rather your teeth be just for eating or just for not eating?
What do you mean by that?
Let that sink. You could have your teeth only when you eat, or you could have your teeth every time except when you eat.
What do you mean by eat? What are we talking about? We're talking about food?
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do you eat?
I'm just trying to get specific.
I don't know what they do out here in Chicago.
I would shout out Pip, my brother. I would say for sure have the teeth for when I'm eating because they're useless otherwise.
Bro, that means you're walking around with like, every time you smile for a pic, it's like gang smile.
You rather just like look like a fool or live like a fool.
That's kind of how you break down the question. So I'd actually rather have my teeth for when I don't eat. Every time I talk to, first of all, it would be hard to talk. That's one. Every time I talk to someone, like teeth is a big part of appearance. Like I'm just losing that. And like I just be looking stupid out there.
I feel like if this was 25 years ago, sorry to interrupt you, but I feel like if this was 25 years ago, maybe I'd agree. But these days, 2024, 2025, whatever it is, bro, I feel like women don't even
Look at teeth.
Women always want something different now. They're just used to, and every guy's the same, and every guy's
That
got
is the
teeth.
craziest
If you're gonna be the
approach.
one dude, you're a good-looking dude. You don't have teeth, so
Appreciate
what?
that.
It's like, all right, that's something memorable. At least you're sticking with them. You got to think outside the box, in my opinion. But
Listen,
teach their own.
I think that without my teeth, I could still have some milkshakes, some smoothies, some yogurts. Get creative with it and tell the woman, hey, I'm different. I don't eat hard foods.
Teach their own, bro. I mean, I'm gonna stick with eating properly.
By the way,
because that's just how I was raised. It might be in New York, Chicago.
Listen, the point of each question is to like say something about ourselves, our values, and of course, like each question has a different approach. But like the point of this question is like, do you care like kind of how you live like a fool or look like a fool? And a lot of the times I would choose to live like the positive way, but I really think teeth is a big deal. Like I think to have no teeth is just like a little crazy out there.
I see what you're saying, and that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, listen, Saff City is all about just sharing what we think. So
yeah, I would say it depends on the person. If you're a person that relies on a lifestyle that you constantly have to be presentable, so then I could see what you're saying. I don't personally live that life. I work in content development and I'm constantly working in content, but guess what? I'm the one behind the camera. So it don't really matter. You know what I mean? And that goes even deeper. That's like how I look at life, bro. I look at life as like, sometimes I saw a video on Instagram on like those motivational reels and stuff that's like, picture yourself as a movie just begun, and it's about you, and it's about how the character finds himself or herself or they self, whatever it is, and pretend that's what's happening and act like that. It's a crazy way to think about it.
I like that.
If you had a documentary crew following you 24/7,
yeah, it'll bring you on a good approach.
Yeah, you wouldn't be posted up in bed on TikTok looking at who knows what, bro. You know what
so bottom line is, catch Robbie. I'm like, sharp for everyone. But like when it's time to lunch, hey yo, bring out those jaws. Like,
exactly, bro.
All right, that's where we stand.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going with another similar like level question. All right, pick a TV show and add one more season to it. What show are you picking?
That's an incredible question.
Saff in the City, bro. Come on.
You're talking to a guy. I come from a family that takes television very seriously. So that's a crazy question. I would say Succession, but it had the perfect ending. So I'm not going to say. I'm going to say Peaky Blinders, because if you haven't seen Peaky Blinders, one of the greatest.
I've not seen it.
Well, you got to watch it then. I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Add that to the list of million shows to watch, movies to watch.
Peaky Blinders, without a doubt, one of my top 5, probably top 3 shows of all time. And the problem with Peaky Blinders is the last season's kind of weak. Not to spoil it or anything, I'm not going to say what happens, but
it just didn't get the love it deserved.
It was such an incredible show, and the second to last season was the craziest thing ever.
They built it up just to fall down.
Yeah, and then the 5th season, it was good. It was still better than like your average show, but it was just a letdown, bro. So if you know, you know. If you watch Peaky, you know what I'm talking about.
All right, Peaky fans, let us know. So I took the same approach. I took a show that had a weak ending. One of my personal favorite shows, How I Met Your Mother.
Ooh,
they built up that entire show. Yeah. Ted, Robin, not Robin, every other girl. And finally we meet this mom, and they built it up beautifully. And this mom, like, wow, that was Ted's one right there.
Yeah.
And they ended that very poorly. I'm adding another season to How I Met Your Mother and giving them a season to like get to know their love a little bit.
Shout out Yona Cantor, my boy. That's his favorite show of all time.
Yes, sir. W Yona's in the chat. And let me know if you agree with my take on adding a new season about seeing Ted and Tracy's love a little bit.
It's also crazy how you could have like such an incredible. That's crazy about show business. Like you could create, produce, spend all these hours, invest all this money creating like the craziest shows ever, and then if there's like 1 week ending, it kind of ruins the whole show.
Yeah, How I Met Your Mother was that good that like it didn't ruin the whole show, but like in the moment, that's what you feel like it does.
I've only watched I think 1 or 2 seasons of How I Met Your Mother, but I've seen like a bunch of. From my understanding, there's a bunch of like great quotes from it, right?
Definitely,
definitely from the narrator or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's Ted, but it's actually Ross, not Ross. It's Danny from Full House, Bob Saget.
Right, Bob Saget, rest in peace.
Saget. For real, by the way, damn.
Rhymes with something, but
Oh yeah.
But
I'm just trying to make sure we're rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to me though. Yeah, we Gucci gang.
What are we talking about? Keep the questions coming, bro. These are good questions
All
so
right,
far.
and we're just getting started. Like the way
Yeah.
we structure the episode is that we're gonna go from like level of like not so deep, but like we're gonna get deep into the question to
Okay.
like deeper questions that we're gonna get deeper into.
Deeper and deeper.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Maybe that's what we'll call the episode. So, next question, a little bit deeper. If you could ask your future self one question, what are you gonna ask yourself?
When? How far into the future?
Let's call it 10 years.
10 years from now?
Let's call it 5 years, because 10 years is a really long time.
5 years from now.
Yeah. 5 years. Not 4, 5.
5 years from now, would I ask myself if are you at peace? And if
Ooh.
not, why? And are you getting there? So I asked 3 questions.
No, that's okay.
I turned one into
It counts
3.
as one question. You're basically like just checking in on your future self to make sure
I
he's good.
would want to know if I'm doing okay spiritually.
Right. And if not, you're gonna like try to get on a better path right now to do that.
100%.
That's valid.
Yeah.
So my question to my future self, or my original thought was, I'm gonna ask myself, what do you need from me? Whether like he's in a good place or not good place, I'm like, what do you need from me?
From you right now, you're saying?
From me right now.
Interesting.
But then I realized that I think I know the answer that my future self will give me. And here's how I came up with it. I thought about 5 years ago me. And let's say 5 years ago me asked today me, what do you need from me?
Ooh,
you know what I would tell him?
Yeah.
You know what I would tell him? I would tell him, you're good, take it easy on yourself. Don't judge yourself. You're good, do you. And I think my future self would tell my exact same today self that same quote. Do you, don't judge yourself.
That's so
hard.
true, bro. It's crazy. I would say the same thing to my, okay, what, 5 years ago? So I was like 15? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would just say can I change my answer?
Go for it.
I would say the same thing. Don't worry about any of the little things going on right now that may seem like they're big things, but they aren't. Like I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about life, even in like very recently, like in the last couple months. And like one of my main things that I've been actually like applying to my life is every time and this happens several times throughout the day, I run into a problem and I start building it up in my mind as the end of the world.
Yep.
I think, is this going to be a problem 6 months from now? Is this going to be a problem a year from now? Is it going to be a problem 10 years from now? Is it going to be a problem 30 years from now? And almost every single time, the answer is no.
Right.
And then
so why are you worrying about it?
Why are you stressing that?
All right. I agree with that. Let me give you a question on that. Let's say the answer is yes, this will be a problem in a year from now. I think the hard part is that you still can't fix that in the moment, because if it's going to be a problem in a year, what are you going to do in this moment to fix that? So what's your answer to that? Like, yes, it's a problem in a year from now.
What I would say to that is I should have made it more clear, but what I consider a real problem is a health problem. If you're not dealing with a health problem, pretty much anything else, and that goes for mental. No, that goes for mental health.
Mental health
as well.
Counts or does not count?
100% counts.
Okay.
But if it's a health problem, then there's no, why you think everyone says F cancer, bro? Because cancer's just destroys so many.
Fine.
And like so many.
Let's say you got a mental health problem and it won't be solved in a year. What are you telling yourself in the moment to like get yourself through it?
How do you know it's not going to be solved in a year? That's what I would tell myself.
Maybe because it hasn't been solved in the past year?
Because if you're already looking at it like that, you're enslaving yourself with the slave mentality that you're a slave to the depression.
That's interesting.
You're putting imaginary chains around your mind by doing that.
You know what I think? I think with long-term problems, it's not really about fixing it. It's about learning to live with it. Because a lot of things like are out of our control.
I'd say it depends on the problem.
Right. I hear.
I'd say there's certain problems that you have to look at and you have to say, no, certain problems, in my opinion, are a sign from God to change your life. Change one aspect. Doesn't have to
according to Judaism,
change your whole life.
According to Judaism, every negative thing that happens is to like self-reflect on what can I be doing better. Any negative thing.
Do you know where it says that? Yeah.
I don't. I'm not a source book, but I know that it goes as deep into like chas v'shalom, like God forbid, like someone dying, or even like like your keys are in the wrong pocket, like when you reach down, like everything's like a reflection. Like, what do I need to be doing better? Like, I think God's telling us like you need to see me in your life.
Yeah, I think God speaks to every single person every single day in different ways.
For sure.
And only a few people each day see it.
Yeah, wow. That's a great quote right there. Write that one down. Yeah, he does talk to all of us
I
all the
kind of
time.
just came out of nowhere. But I don't even know what I was saying. But
Yo,
okay,
it's
go
the
on.
fit. The fit inspired the quote.
Yeah, I feel like
Or the
I feel
quote
like a
inspired the
rapper.
fit.
I feel like a rapper on LA Leakers right now. If you know what that is. Shout
So-
out, Just Incredible.
Damn, 3 shout outs. You know
DJ
what?
Sour
I told
Milk.
my boy to give him one shout
Oh,
out.
I'm plugging everyone, bro. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be on a pod again. This is my first, could be my last.
Damn.
I'm plugging everyone. Shout out Yona Cantor.
That's twice.
Shout out my. I'm sorry, this is the last one. Shout out my best friend Kobe Kamish, who got engaged yesterday.
Mazal Tov, Kobe Kamish.
Can't wait
Yo,
to
your
black
spouse
out
is a lucky one, man.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
they're
sir.
lucky to have each other, bro.
Let's go. Shout out to Daniel. I told him maybe I'd shout him out, but while we're doing the shout outs, I gotta shout him out. We also had a code word. It was pirate something, forgot it, but code word. You know, he gotta pick it up subtly now.
Okay, that's on you, Dan. Get your ass out the gym. You're working all night till
Yo,
4
actually,
4 a.m.
actually. Yo, so what inspired the outfit tonight?
What inspired the outfit tonight?
Yeah.
This jacket, my girlfriend bought me from Panama.
Sheesh, what was the occasion?
No, she just came back and she hands it and goes, "This is yours." And I'm like, okay.
Just love. Love doesn't need a reason.
Yeah.
Love is the reason.
It was actually from her mom.
Wow.
So shout out to Hannah. Sorry, last one.
That's okay. If for Hannah, all rules could be broken.
But yeah, nah. Mirena, Hannah, Hermosa.
His girlfriend is Latino?
Panamanian.
Latina. Sorry.
You gotta get that right, man.
Yeah.
But,
I'm new to all the cultures.
No, it's all good.
I can't get canceled in my comeback episode, so
nah,
forgive me, fans.
Hey, I look at it as like, let's say you get canceled. Okay, that means you took off. You know what I mean? So like,
look at this man's perception here.
It's all about how you look at it.
This is what Saff in the City is about.
All
Bringing
attention
that perception.
is good attention. Who just won the presidency? Not to make. I know it's not a political podcast, but I'm just saying. All attention, all press is good press.
Agreed. Also, like, bro, if you get let's say someone famous does get canceled, if they post a video the next day, like, that's getting views. There's no way, like, oh, he's canceled. Like, maybe like people will actually unfollow, but like,
yep,
bro, canceled is like it's creating clout.
I think we're in an era right now of cancel culture being canceled.
Bro, I was literally just writing about that in school project.
Super ironic.
Canceling cancel culture.
Yeah.
We cannot be standing for that.
No, I think it's happening. I think people are fed up, and I think the number one sign of that, not to be political, but I think the number one sign of that is that Trump crushed the popular vote.
Yes, sir.
Way more people in America are just saying how, and I'm sorry to go on a political tangent. I'm really going to stop.
Yo, Rel's all about politics.
And I'm really not. I don't even really care about politics at all. Didn't even vote, but because I didn't think it would matter because I'm from Chicago, whatever.
Every vote matters.
But my point is that people are so fed up with how far the other side has gone, and it's like we need to get back to common sense.
I think we went all the way here. Now we're like trying to go back here, but like realistically we're like here, but like we do need to pull it back here and then find the.
That was
it's all about that balance.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
By the way, usually I don't video it. Like now they can see what I'm saying. Like
tapping in.
That's what we love about almost 2025. Like,
yeah, man.
Do you think 2025 will be the best year yet?
Ooh, like
personally,
for me,
and objectively.
So you're saying objectively, like for the Earth, like for human race?
Yeah. Like, are we gonna take a step in the right direction?
Ooh. It's hard to say because there are so many different factors that play into that, like global factors.
Fine, so we
like
keep it
there's
subjective.
Multiple wars going on. I'd say overall, the world is headed in a worse place right now. And I'd say that's the same trajectory that it's been on for the last 1,000 years. Since, I mean, not even 1,000. I'm not even going to go that far back, but at least the last 30, 40 years.
What worries me the most is that, like, kind of like in our own lives, like, sometimes you have to hit the bottom to go back up. The world cannot afford that. We cannot afford hitting the bottom.
Yeah,
like, we gotta cut that.
We just gotta push.
Yeah.
All the Lizzos in line, they just gotta push them up.
Yeah. Ooh, my rabbi told me a nice story. Shout out Rabbi Chait. He's not gonna listen. It's okay. It's like his third shout out on the pod. He told me this story. Okay, like this generation, like compared to the other ones, like we're considered less holy. Like yes, we have opportunities because like we have really hard challenges. We can overcome them, but like we're on a lower level. So if the other generations before us that were holier couldn't bring Mashiach, how are we going to bring Mashiach?
I feel like I've heard that question. It's a great question. I don't know the answer, but that's a great question.
So I got you. I'm going to just present the question.
Oh, lit. Hey, Saff in the city, man. Or it's not just Saff. We're in the city. So
yeah. So here's the story he said. Okay? A little kid's in a park, and he's trying to pick an apple from a tree, but he can't reach the tree, man.
Oh, I thought you were...
It's too high. He can't reach those apples. Right. So what does he do? He calls someone in the park. He's like, yo, I need your help. calls some adult. He's like, yo, let me get on your shoulders. And then he gets on the guy's shoulders, grabs the apple, eats the apple. And that's what we have to do. The older generation, the one before us, they did their part to try to get us there. We now got to get on their shoulders and pull down that apple. We got to learn from the people that came before us.
Love that.
Yes, sir. Because our biggest mistake would be to not learn from people in the past and relearn those mistakes ourselves. Because if we have plenty of our own mistakes, so if we could learn from their mistakes and then like just work on ours, like who knows where we could be? We won't even have to get near the bottom.
It's true, bro. And also, what's true, just to sum up kind of what you said, is history repeats itself, bro.
Damn.
It's so true, bro. And when I was in school, in high school, even in middle school, I was probably the biggest hater on history class ever.
I was up there.
I was in the class.
Shout out Miss
AirPods
Francis.
in. Me and my boys just got back from Seneca Park. If you're from Chicago, you know what I'm
dressed
talking
like
about.
this.
I don't need to elaborate more than that, but we just had a Seneca run, and my mind would be anywhere but paying attention because I hated history so much. I thought it was useless, and you can't apply it to your life, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? 80% of me still agrees with that. But 20% of me now feels like, yeah, 99% of whatever the teacher was saying didn't matter for my life, but world events matter. And it's important that people are educated about that because we, the people, are the people that decide whether those events are going to be repeated or not.
We're more powerful than we think.
1,000%, but we're also more dangerous than we think.
Oh, for sure. Apologies to my history teacher. He makes a good point. That 20% of me just turned on to. So apologies.
Shout out Mr. Cooper, man. Hope you're doing well, man.
Yes, sir. Yo, hopefully our teachers believed in us. I just want to bring this up because I just thought about it. You know Jaylen Brown? His story?
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown in high school, his teacher said that in 5 years you're going to be in prison. Men's an NBA champion.
Yeah, Finals MVP, Eastern Conference Finals MVP twice.
Maybe she said it to motivate him. Like, maybe she didn't mean it.
You know, the media twists everything. So, like,
True.
we don't know what's true.
Let's give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You're a good person, Jaylen Brown's teacher, if you're watching.
We believe that you had the right intentions when you were talking to Mr. Brown.
Yeah, and whether you did or didn't, we got great results. So as long as you're happy about it, you haven't done such a wrong.
Hopefully, public health department is taking care of you. You got good insurance benefits for being a public school teacher.
And hopefully you ask yourself when you have problems, is this something that's going to be bothering me in a year?
Shout out Jaylen Brown's teacher, for real.
Let's go. We all have a Jaylen Brown's teacher, don't we?
Yes, I had plenty, bro. I could go on about that.
Me too, but at the end of the day, I think it was all love. Like, even though there was not always love there, it's like it's love, you know? Like,
yeah, I can't say the same, man. I can't. I really hated some of my teachers, and they definitely hated me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Has that changed in college? You don't even know your teachers.
Yeah, because I don't even know my teachers. They don't know me either. You know, it's better.
Sometimes it's better to
no love lost. Yeah.
Sheesh. All right, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Last of our topic setting questions. What's one thing that you want to do before you die?
Whoa.
You know what they say?
There's so many things.
By the way, when you hear this quote before, they say YOLO. You only live once, but you only die once. You live every day.
Whoa. That was a bar. First of all, I would say. One thing? I gotta pick one thing.
I can start us off if you need some
You
time
started off. I gotta think.
Okay. Listen, I think it'll open your mind when I say this. Like, one thing I really, really want to do before I die is I just want to get married.
Bro, come on. That's the best you can do?
That is the best I could do. That is something I want to do more than anything else.
Man.
If I died today, I would say, God, thank you so much for a great life. You gave me so much connection, love, family, gifts. But like, damn, I didn't get married. Like, anything else on top of that is like, extra cool, but like I want that type of connection. I want that love.
This man is single. Y'all heard him.
I'm in a committed relationship with Hashem.
Only if you're serious, though. I'm actually his part-time manager. So serious inquiries, send me a DM. And
listen, right now it's me and God, so it's got to be me and God, you and God, then me and you. Like, it's got to be a little triangle going on.
I would say if I had to pick one thing off the top of my head, let me think. Okay, I would say leave a legacy, and by legacy I mean build up my family's name. It's deep. I would say have a family. That's the basis of the answer. But
You can never say
upon
2-1.
that,
It's 2-3 always.
100%. My mind is like a bunch of ideas constantly going.
He wears the hat to
sound
keep
like
it
Kanye.
contained.
Yeah, but yeah, leave a legacy, and yeah, I'm gonna give you like 3 more answers. I don't care.
How are you gonna leave a legacy? Like, how do you do that?
That's the question. That's the question.
So that's
I don't know, but I know I'm headed there.
then. Is this something you worry about?
No, I don't worry about things that are. I try to. I also saw another Instagram video of Mark Zuckerberg
Shout out Instagram.
where he was talking about ideas and what led to whatever. And if you've seen The Social Network, you kind of know that Zuck is sort of a scam artist himself, but nevertheless a very smart guy, which you can't deny. So what I would say is Zuck was talking about ideas and companies and building things. And he was saying that ideas don't come fully formed. They only develop as you work on them.
Facts.
And that's so underrated because when we're trying to do something, it's like, how could I make a business? How could I develop? How could I meet this person?
How could I be happy?
How could I be happy? How could I whatever? But you just have to start without knowing what you're doing, and the pieces will come together.
You know what they say?
It's the first step is the hardest step.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Shout out DRS, but do your best and Hashem will do the rest.
Shout out DRS. But also shout out Hafter.
Yes, sir. Shout out Hafter. Let's go Hogs. If any Hafter people are watching this.
Shout out Matt McCanian, the GOAT, greatest of all time. My
shout
son, still my son, and shout out to my nephew, Adir Roush, if you're watching this.
Shout out Adir. He's in Lebanon.
Keep him safe.
In Lebanon, yeah, for real. Protecting the country, guys. Shout out to the soldiers, okay? They're really like putting it on the line.
Bro. You know what talk about that for a second, bro?
I gotta say something about that. Whenever I see someone in uniform here, like I always think thank you. Sometimes I'll say it, but I want to say thank you to every single one because every single one of them would die for me. And how am I not going to at least say thank you when I see them? Like, I don't have to say, hey, thanks that you would die for me, but like, thank you.
I would say you don't have to feel obligated to thank all of them because yes, it's a good thing, and yes, you should if you can or whatever. But I personally know of some soldiers, and I'm not going to name names.
Shout out to the unnamed soldiers.
Yeah, that don't get me wrong, they're freaking heroes. Anyone sacrificing their life for this country is a hero. But they don't want to be talking about it 24/7. And they want to be like, yo, I'm a person. I'm not just a khayal. And I've had times where I was saying like maybe I was off a shot or 6 or whatever, or a brew or 12 or whatever. And I would say like, thank you, you're the GOAT, you're protecting us, whatever. And they're just like, bro, relax. Like, we're just chilling. You don't got to do all that.
That
I kind of feel that, you know?
I feel that too. But I'm saying, like, when I'm seeing someone in public with the uniform on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I want to push myself. I feel like sometimes I don't do it because, like, I'm afraid or, like, in my head it's, like, public. But, like, screw that. Like, I shouldn't let that hold me back.
1000%.
You know, sometimes I make myself do things because, like, I can't live with myself, like, being afraid. Like, part of the reason I would have said no to the mask is because, like, I was afraid to do it. And, like, that definitely pushed me to like do that more.
Recognize that fear.
Definitely, I can't live with that. I'd rather the uncomfort. Awesome. I'd rather the uncomfort of doing it, and then the uncomfort of saying no. Because when I say no, that uncomfort lingers. Discomfort lingers. But when I do it, it goes away, and I always feel good about it.
It's empowering.
Yeah, exactly. Like random story. Like I might have said this on the pod one time. Last year, I got off like the light rail in Jerusalem, and there was like a group of us see them like dancing. I'm like, damn, I should go dance with them. But I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. But I couldn't live with myself that I said, no, I'm not going to do it because, like, I don't know. Like, it felt weird. It was public. But I'm like, screw it. I just went dance with them. Was it lit? Not even. It was okay. But, like, I was happy that I pushed myself to do it because those are things I want to be doing. And, like, you never know what you could gain from a moment. So taking away that moment from yourself is thievery from your growth, from yourself.
Y'all hear him, but are you listening?
Damn.
Are you listening? This man's spreading wisdom right now.
We be dropping. Yo, listen.
Come on, man.
Guys, Saff in the City may have been on hold, but that doesn't mean we haven't been in the lab, okay? Like, we have been in the lab, and we're back, and hopefully here delivering.
Just hold on. We're going home. Sorry.
No, I like that, bro. Sing while I talk. Like, it makes it like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry about that.
And I hope to give you guys some good content and really just have you guys join my journey, me be a part of yours, and vibe out with you guys, because that's what it's all about. You know what it is, bro? Like, obviously life's serious. Like, I see this quote, and I try to, like, remember it. Like, life's not that serious because, like, we're all going to die. So let's enjoy.
Ooh.
Like, we're all just going to die. I'm not saying don't
but
take
what I would answer to you is life is that serious because we're all going to die.
Ooh. Why?
Because you're never gonna have another opportunity to do what you're doing. All we know is the only thing guaranteed is that it's gonna end, which
That's
is kind of beautiful
my
in a
favorite
way.
part. My favorite part about what he said is to do what you're doing, and that's why it's the same thing. It's just which approach you want to take. Do you want to think life's not that serious? So I'm going to do this, or life is that serious? So I'm going to do this. It's just about doing. Because my mom sent me. Shout out mom. To
Shout
all
out Mama
moms.
Saff,
Shout out Mama
man.
Saff specifically. My mom sent me this thing where it's like it was a video of this guy like eating cereal on his phone, going on a walk on his phone. I don't know, talking to his friends on his phone, and the caption was, "That's not living, that's experiencing." I was like, "Damn, mom, it's like that."
Shout out Mom, bro. Mom always knows best.
Like living is about doing, and I'm here to do.
Yep. You gotta live, not survive. And what life is to me is finding out what that means.
How to live, how to do.
How to live and not how to survive.
We all really have so many like gifts, potential, passions. Like to not see that through is just so sad, depressing even.
Yep. There's that classic. I don't know what the exact saying is, but it's like either way, you're gonna be judged. So you're gonna be judged if you don't do the things you want to do because you're gonna be judged for being a loser on the couch like me right now, or you're gonna be judged for putting yourself out there and whatever you accomplish from there. So pick your battles. Pick your hard.
Exactly. I'm gonna go off that.
Either way, it's gonna be hard.
Like the pick your hard. I see quotes like this all the time.
Yeah.
Being fat is very hard, but being in shape is really hard. Pick your hard. Being rich is hard, but being broke is hard. Pick your hard. Life is hard, but pick it.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Not Kenny pick it, but pick your heart. Like
people got to think about this stuff. Just to piggyback on what you're saying about the phone thing before, like I actually recognize that also. Like even today, I was just chilling in bed on my phone, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna chill for the next hour on my phone. I'm gonna be productive. And I'm like, all right, I'll give myself 5 minutes. And then next thing you know, I'm freaking watching Draymond Green pod. And I'm locked in. And I still haven't made my bed till right now. And I could have, but I didn't because the phone, man,
it's a trap.
I actually have something I have a little tiny story I have to say about this. So yesterday I was walking my girlfriend to the bus stop in the morning.
Shout out girlfriend.
She was going to work. She's amazing. And her Rovkov, if you don't know what that is, like the bus scanner thing.
It's a card to pay for the bus here in Israel.
Hers doesn't work, and she was getting on, and she saw that the checkers were there, aka the ops here.
They give you tickets if you didn't pay.
The feds. So I'm like, here, let me just take my phone, you scan it, and then give it back to me.
Did the bus close?
Bro, the bus driver slammed the door so quick, I said, oh. They take off. I start sprinting because, this is, keep in mind, at 7 a.m. when I'm off 3 hours of sleep. Don't ask why. Right? And I sprint after the bus thinking she's going to get off at the next stop.
Fastest he's ran in his life.
I was Usain Bolt at 7 a.m. And I came to find out later that the bus doesn't even stop there. So I ran down the block for no reason. But my main point about all of this is that all of a sudden I'm without a phone. I have no way of contacting her about how I'm going to get it back because I don't have my phone. And I'm like literally going into like a slight panic attack, bro. And I ended up figuring it out. I took this random Asian dude's phone, called her, and when she came back, whatever.
You knew her number by heart?
I called my own number, but yes, I do know her number by heart.
Sheesh.
But
should have thought that.
But what it made me realize though while I was sitting there waiting was, damn, I'm way more reliant on my phone than I realized. And
this is down bad.
Dude, I started realizing it today. Everywhere you go, everything, our entire lives are dependent on it. I pay for the bus on it. I pay for food on it. I pay for groceries on it. I take pictures. My entire job that I have right now, I got from an email I sent on my phone.
This whole podcast, bro.
This whole podcast is being filmed on a phone.
These are
Saff
good things,
used
though.
phones to call me to organize this.
But these are the good things.
It's good, but it's scary, bro.
Because it opens up a trap for everything else. You know what I told myself today? I wrote this down in my journal. When I'm on my phone, okay, but when I'm not on my phone, I want to fully put it away. Because I saw this other video where it was saying that, like, let's say like me and you were chilling like this and like my phone's here in the middle. It's telling you that you're not the most important thing. Because my mind is always going to be a little bit here, check, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want that to go away, and I want to work on fully being present where I am. So when I'm not on my phone, I'm gonna make it out to myself to put my phone fully away in my bag, not even my pocket. Like I'm so dependent, it's scary, and I want to detach a little bit for sure.
It's crazy. It really is. I would say I'm not the worst as it gets in terms of people who are addicted to their phone. I've seen people in university and everything that,
Yeah, and let me
you
just check
know,
on the rolling.
but but yeah, bro, it's crazy out here. What minute we at?
We had 35. I'm gonna give you a choice.
Oh, 35. That flew by. All right.
Time flies when you're Saff and
Could
Rail
go for
sitting
another two
sitting on the
hours, bro.
couch.
No cap.
I had one more question I forgot to write down, but I remembered it. Should we go into it?
Go for it, bro.
Okay. Have you ever had a reputation or like rumor that was spread about you that you did not like?
Yes, many. Which one am I willing to share though?
Get deep on it, bro.
Okay.
The people that are here at this time of the podcast deserve the best.
I'll say one thing. When I was, this is a bit of a story.
Let's
Is
do
that
it.
cool?
Of
Okay.
course.
When I was 14, my first year of high school, freshman, there was basically in the high school I went to, the whole athletic program was out of control. Like different manager every year, so much beef with the parents and everything.
Damn, you're like the
The
Jets.
principal, yeah, like worse. We're like the Pistons, bro. But
Oh
like
man.
the thing was, we were in a brand new school building with beautiful facilities, beautiful gym, beautiful everything. The problem was everything else was just chaos, pandemonium, everyone unhappy. And the way I grew up, my dad played basketball his whole life and became a coach that coached me and my brother and all our friends our entire lives. And my brother played my entire life. And literally, at that point in my life, when I think about when I was 14, life literally revolved around basketball. Whether I was feeling good was whether I played well that day, literally.
I hear that.
And it was all we did. I mean, we were kids, we had fun and everything, but I was playing four or five times a week, long practices, caring about if I was in shape, muscle memory, watching what I eat. Everything was about basketball. And my entire like family's household mood depended on basketball. Shout out to my mom, by the way, greatest
Mama
mom of all
Rail.
time, who dealt with me, my brother, and my dad constantly in mood shifts about this.
You're the real hooper.
She thugged it out and was there for us, and she's the freaking goat for many other reasons. But just shout out mom for that also. But yeah, but anyway, let me cut to the chase. So when I was 14, my dad and some other people, the coach that became the coach at that time, they weren't messing with each other for whatever reason. And
Was it because you weren't playing?
no, so this was before tryouts.
Oh.
So I go to tryouts. I have a really decent tryout. I played really well. And it wasn't even a question at the time whether I was going to make JV. Like the question was if I was going to start or not, but I was almost sure I was going to start. And um and yeah, and there was a bunch of guys there trying out that was like you knew they weren't going to make the team. But, you know, they were just there.
Classic trial situation.
Right. Next thing I know, so we have tryouts. I'm like thinking we don't get the results yet. I'm thinking I'm for sure on the team though. Like I'm thinking I'm about to have like a great freshman season. Not only that, like you know, and I'm in class, and the dude that was the head coach at the time isn't there anymore. But for good reasons. But whatever. Not gonna get into all that. He pulls me out of class, and I'm like, all right, I guess he's about to tell me I'm on the team. That's kind of weird to pull me out of class. And he basically tells me you're not on the team. And like
Damn.
everything in my mind just drops because like mentally I wasn't one of those kids where it was like, oh, he might make the team, he might not. Everyone was like talking about the season already. It was like not even a question. So my entire mindset was about that. Like how the season's gonna go, blah blah blah. And yeah, and my whole world fell apart. I had a whole like mental breakdown, basically. Not actually, but I went home, ordered an Uber. I didn't have a license yet. Ordered an Uber straight home.
Damn, that's tough.
And yeah, and then everyone, all my friends start calling me, what the hell? We're going to make a protest. We're going to do all this. This is insane. It's because he doesn't like your dad. Blah, 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 blah. And at that point in time, at that age, I think that was one of the most crucial points in my life to up right now. Because first of all, it ended up being a blessing in disguise. Everyone that was on the team hated their coach. He was a joke, and they had a horrible season, which I'm sorry they did, but I didn't really feel too bad. And I ended up playing AU and getting a lot better and playing with high level competition. And I was a lot better my sophomore year because of that. Whatever. But everyone in school, it's all I would hear about. And it was like literally so
Were
depressing.
they like making fun of you, or they were like
It wasn't even the only people making fun of
Your
me, which is
friends.
fine, is my boys.
Yeah, of
Shout
course,
out
of
John, shout out
the
everyone.
gang, the
But
gang?
it's not like John played at all that year either. He was on the team though.
Sheesh.
But I always joke like we had the same amount of playing time. But yeah, it was like everyone was talking about it for like a month. Not like to
That
each other. It
sucks.
wasn't that I'm not that big a deal, but like when they were with me. And yeah, it was like such a hard thing to go through. And I developed, I think it was a big part of developing my mindset when I was 14 is like everyone's gonna think things no matter what. Be yourself, do you, and trust the
Yeah,
process.
yo, bring it in, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's
It was
okay.
like no. I'm
I
so
know the
good
ninth grade.
now,
I know the
but
ninth
bro,
grade struggle like
basketball
that. Like,
trauma is real,
bro,
bro.
basketball trauma is real.
That's
I'm
not
not
even
even
the
gonna open up
beginning of
about
it.
mine. I'm not
Bro,
even gonna open up
everyone's
about
got
mine.
it. If you grew up playing basketball,
You have it.
you know you're gonna have some depressing days, man. Coach isn't playing
depressing
you.
months, depressing seasons. Like,
Yeah, man.
but you find your way back. That's how it is. If you love the game, you find your way
Yeah,
back. That's
I
how
think
I'd
I'm a
say my
lot
experience
more. I
is.
think I'm a lot more at peace now that my
Me
basketball
too.
career is over. But
Not over. It's different.
my like high school hoops.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I agree. I agree.
But yeah, that was.
I was about
Yeah.
to quit senior year, but we're not gonna get into that.
Trust me, I get it, man.
But
Trust
that's the reputation story. So for me, when I was in like 10th grade, and this went like through 11th, even to early 12th, I posted like a lot of TikToks, and like
So I've heard.
exactly. And at the time,
I didn't know though before I met you. Sorry to interrupt you, but I didn't know before I met you.
I actually appreciate that because everyone comes with this like
Nah, I heard that.
these
Aaron
preconceived
Slasher.
notions about me, and like that they know me just because like that's what it was. Like everyone heard about it. Like
Mm-hmm.
listen, I'm not saying this about this. I'm just saying the situation. Like I was like a my life celebrity. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like at the pizza store at lunch, and like people come up to me, "Yo, Eitan, Eitan." Oh yeah, it was good. It was good. Like, it was kind of chill.
It's fire.
It was, but it came with so many negatives. Like every time I posted like dances, I was like the Jerry McCain. Like I was just trying to vibe out, do my thing.
Look at Jared McCain now.
Yeah, exactly. And every time I posted a TikTok, it'll get sent to the basketball group chat, and they'd all like just make fun of me. And every time I went to a party, like people, like all the guys come up to me and be like, "Yo, Saff, do a TikTok dance." Like, and I'd be in the middle of the circle. I'm like, "Yo, like I'm at this party, like you just trying to chill, like,
It's messed up.
like leave me alone. Like I'm just trying to vibe out." In the summer, like I remember I was like coaching a basketball game for my campers, and like the ref was like not giving me calls because he didn't like me. And then like I went to him after the game, like, "Bro, like what was that about?" Obviously, I was more angry. He's like, "What are you gonna do? Like a TikTok dance with your boys?" I'm like, "All right."
Damn,
I'm like, all right, bro, dude. There was a lot of cyberbullying, like,
it's a real
100%.
thing, bro. That's a real thing.
Bro, I got so much hate, and like honestly, for a long time, like that's really why I stopped posting. Like I was just like reputation for TikTok. Like sometimes like it came with the love. Like people liked some of them too, and I liked it, and I did it for a while. But like at one point, like it was just, I guess like the positivity went away and the negativity just came. Like, and here's the breaking point, and a different way the starting point of like something else. I was my senior year. I was playing a basketball game, and it was an away game. We were in New Jersey. I'm from New York. And like already while I'm like warming up, taking layups, like the whole other team's like fan base is like cheering in our faces, clapping at us. I'm seeing signs like TikTok. I'm like, all right, like whatever. Like I knew like some shit was gonna happen.
That's crazy though.
No,
They
no,
had
no.
signs.
Signs
About it.
every single time.
What school is this? You got like
CABC.
Oh man,
Every single time I
That
touched
was
the
my
ball,
surprise.
got a rebound, was playing defense, anything. TikTok, Charlie D'Amelio chants, signs. Bro, there was a play where I was just like casually inbounding the ball out of bounds and it was like by their sideline. They're all like over me with the signs. The ref had to blow the whistle and like push them all back. There's actually a picture of it where like me like holding the ball and them all like owing at me like holding the TikTok, and
That's an album cover.
it's my TikTok profile picture.
That's an album
Right.
cover. That's hard.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like it got in my head because I wasn't expecting that. Like I did not play like such a good game at all. It was frustrating. It was very hateful. The next day, I did strike back. I posted a TikTok saying like, "If you don't like me, like fake crying," and I'm like, "I don't care. Like I like myself." So I held my ground. But like after that, like I kind of stopped posting. Like there was no love. Like there was no point of it. Later, and like after months, I got back to like remembering why like I just like to do it because it was fun and not about like any of what they say. So without like doing like the dances I guess I used to, because like I feel like they ruined the enjoyment for me. Maybe one day I'll get back to it, but thank God slowly I've come back to posting.
God.
Not the same as I did, but you know I'm very open to posting now and no problem with it. But for a long time I was like the TikTok kid, and like I really didn't like it. Like even last year, like I was playing basketball and like at the park I saw this girl and she's like, oh, like, you look familiar. I'm like, oh, look, I don't
You still get recognized to this day?
not much, but like it was like the first time I met her. She's like,
How
oh,
many followers you have?
like 2,800, but it was more like I was like the For You page guy, where it's like people always comment like, oh, like always
Like in
For
the
You
Yeshiva
page.
League.
Like, I was
That
Yeshiva,
makes
I was like
sense.
Yeshiva League famous like that.
That
like
makes sense. That makes
it was
sense.
like that, you know, because like it was like guys didn't do that. Like guys didn't post TikToks. It was weird, but like once in a while, every few months, I'll go back and look at all these TikToks I posted, and I'm like, oh, these are kind of chill.
Yeah.
Like I was just doing my thing. I was just having fun, and like I feel like it just like rubbed people's insecurities in the wrong way. It was always like the hateful comments were always the like 0 followers, no name, no picture accounts. So what's that telling you? Let me drop another quote right now, and I'm talking to myself, talking to Rel, talking to all y'all. Don't take critics from someone that you wouldn't go to advice for. I'm gonna say that again. Don't take critics from someone that you won't go to advice for. What if they can't give you anything that you need, then they can't give you anything you need when it's negative either. Don't listen to that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm so much more than the TikTok kid. Rel is so much more than the 9th grader who didn't make the basketball team. You know what I'm saying? These things they don't define us. I actually just recently added this to my podcast description today. Like part of Saff in the City is talking about moments that shape us. These are moments that shape us.
Bro, you're keep going. Keep going. Bro.
Honestly, I wanna end the
wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up with that because we talked through so much
that
here.
Was fun. Wow.
Should we do a quick debrief or should we just do like we have a little bit of light things to end? I always like to end on a little like happier note.
Okay, bet.
Should we hit
me.
We don't even got to debrief the episode, guys. Whatever. Just take it all in. All right, let's play a little game, okay? Me and you, we're gonna count to 3. We're gonna say the same word. Okay. We have to keep doing that till we say the same word.
It's gonna take forever.
No, it's not, because like you'll see.
All right.
I'll take the under 7 tries. We have to do it.
All right, I know what my first for you is gonna be.
No, we're saying the word at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna pick a word. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Party. Party and pizza. Wow, that was close. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
I wasn't ready. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Birthday. Pasta and birthday.
Okay, go ahead.
3, 2, 1. Plates. Bar mitzvah and plates. Okay, we're at 3. 3, 2, 1. Kiddush. Kiddush and forks. Okay, this is it. Lock in. Kiddush and forks. 3, 2, 1. Kugel. We already said plate.
I didn't know.
Okay, kugel and plate.
Okay,
okay.
you go.
3, 2, 1. Cholent. Chicken and cholent. Okay, ready? We got it. Lock in. 3, 2, 1. Meat.
Alcohol.
Meat and alcohol. No.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Meat and alcohol.
I gotta work on myself.
I don't even know what this is. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Steak.
Pigs.
Steak and pigs. Okay, lock in. Steak and pigs. 3, 2, 1. Bacon.
Basar. I went Hebrew. I don't know. I'm glitching, bro. I'm not,
okay.
See, I told you I'm ADHD. I'm not made for
We're doing
this,
it until we get it. Basar and bacon, okay?
All right.
Basar and bacon. 3, 2, 1. Burger.
Beach?
Yeah. Where'd you get beach from Basar and bacon?
Beach. Like I thought we were on the B wave.
So at beach, what did I say? Burger.
This is gonna make a good clip.
Okay,
honestly,
ready? Okay, beach and burger. 1, 2, 3. Sun.
Bistro
and sun. Why are you going backwards?
I don't know.
All right, start again.
I'm not following
New
this
game.
trajectory at
Dude,
all.
New game. Do you get what we're supposed to do?
Yeah, skip next game.
No, we're doing the same game. We're just doing it again.
Oh, okay. Let me have another try. I'll lock in.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
LeBron James.
Horse and LeBron James. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Stallion.
Delonte West.
What? Delonte West and Stallion? Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Megan.
Akron.
Hagrid?
Akron, Ohio.
Akron, and what did I say? I already forgot. I said Megan. Okay.
Something about
Akron and Megan. Mm-hmm. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ohio.
Palestine.
Ohio and Palestine. We got this. We got this.
Okay. All right.
3, 2, 1. Israel. What? Why Michigan? Michigan and Israel. Oh my God. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. College.
Megan Trainor.
All right. We give up. Men's did not understand the assignment.
Anyway.
Okay. Wait. Let's finish off. Wrap it up with a casual joke of the day. Saff in the City's favorites. Yo, if you're still here right now, I love you.
You're a legend.
Nothing more to say. I genuinely love you if you're still here right now, and I appreciate you.
Give you a little
All right. Yo, what's faster than a calculator?
Aaron Schlock.
Shout out Aaron Saff. But nah, it's a calcu now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I got it.
It's a calcu now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what you gotta say about those calcu nows? Shout out.
Dude, I would say my girl left a note on the fridge this morning. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
And it said, this isn't working. I'm leaving.
Ooh, what's chill about that? Oh, the fridge.
I checked the
Oh my
fridge. It
God.
worked just fine.
Oh no! Oh no! I was hoping at least the fridge wasn't working. Oh man! All right.
That was a
Shout
joke.
out
That was a
Calcanows.
joke.
Shout
by
out
the way.
jokes. Shout
That
out
was a joke.
fridges. This was lovely. Rel, you were an amazing
Oh,
guest.
shout out Saff. Thanks for having me.
Saff in the
on,
City
bro.
comeback episode. Catch us live.
Love y'all.